Limits were pushed. Records were broken.
The winningest skier in X Games history.
And moments were celebrated.
Scotty James just snap.
The never-ending line of progression drove straight to X Games Norway and stretched the boundaries even further.
Holy Santa Claus! Oh my goodness! What? Oh!
But as the celebrations came to an end,
what a magical moment.
Our lives changed.
Due to unforeseen circumstances, the game tonight has been postponed.
Unprecedented day in the world of sports, the coronavirus outbreak, bringing nearly every major sport or sporting event to a halt.
Due to the ongoing concerns of COVID-19, X Games Minneapolis has officially been canceled.
We adjusted. We persevered. We reset. But something was missing. The power of together. The power of celebration, of competition, of community. The power of the X Games.
It has been a wild ride, to say the least, since we last contested in X Games, but it gives me great pleasure to tell you that we are back here for X Games Aspen 2021, and we are fired up the lights here at Buttermilk Mountain as we get set to hand out some hardware here tonight for the men's ski SuperPipe final. Welcome, everyone. I'm Jimmy Coleman, standing alongside free ski legend Tom Wallish, and, well, this big story out here tonight, Tom, Alex Ferreira, the hometown hero. He's won this 2 times in a row. Can he make it 3 in a row tonight?
Huge storyline here. Alex has been dominating, but there's a lot of competitors. Can he hold them off? No crowd here in Aspen, and he feeds off the energy, the hometown crowd cheering him on.
He has had such intense focus out here during practice. Another one to watch for, Gus Kenworthy, in 31 career starts, which will be tonight. He has never gotten a gold medal. Could tonight be the night here in SuperPipe, Tom?
He wants that gold medal. He recently won the World Cup event that was last contested in February, so he's back on it. He's focused on SuperPipe. I think tonight could be his moment.
He is an all-terrain machine, but he has been strictly focused on pipe since that win at that event in February of 2020. We've showcased 2, however, there are a total of 8 athletes in the field out here tonight, and there's our start list. We bring you Brendan McKay, Burke Irving, and Gus Kenworthy. David Wise, who has been extremely dominant in this event in the past. Noah Bowman, Nico Porteous, Aaron Blunck, and as we told you, the 2-time gold medalist, the hometown hero. If he makes it 3 in a row, that hasn't happened since 2006 to 2008 with Tanner Hall.
Absolutely a stacked powerhouse start list of some of the best athletes in the world.
So here we go. It is a jam session out here tonight. Brendan McKay, he earned a bronze medal as a rookie here at X Games Aspen 2020. Believe it or not, he wasn't in the lineup. He got in as an alternate after an injury drop. He finds himself here on the big stage tonight, and he will start us off. It's a 30-minute jam session, and we are underway.
Right into the action and right into the double flips. Starting it off, 2 switch double corks right off the bat. Huge run getting going for Brendan. No room for warm-ups. He's going ginormous in this SuperPipe.
17 feet on the height meter.
Oh my goodness. 2 switch double corks, 2 double cork 1260s back to back, and then somehow the binding comes out and he loses a ski. Wow, I am exhausted already. We've only gone 1 run and already the action is thrilling. There's that switch down the pipe double cork 1080. So stomping that one, and it's here on this bottom right side double cork that he lands, but somehow ejects, tries to hold on. That binding is completely disconnected on the landing, and he's still riding it out.
So even though he has a washout there at the end, it is the best run that counts. So we're taking a look at Winter Park, Colorado's Burke Irving on course right now.
Right back into it. I love this jam format. We're going to see a lot of runs, but it is the one best run that wins, and Burke is absolutely throwing down off the bat. double 900 to finish things off at 16.5 feet.
I was gonna say, that was absolutely massive to go that high at the end of your run. That was huge. Look at the average height that he had on that run.
All the way back at this double flat spin. It's so cool the way he rotates over his body. He's kicking out the grab, holding it the entire way. Judges are looking for those double cork maneuvers, the good grabs, and above all else, that amplitude, that massive air is what stands out.
So we mentioned at the top of the show, it's a 30-minute jam session that you're not going to see scores out here. It's basically a live ranking. The judges are surveying the action, and as we've mentioned, it's the best run that counts. So are you going to see numbers populating out here? No. But what you are going to see, you're going to see the names jumping around based on the performance, not overall in the competition, but of the best run that you have. And that is how we do it out here at X Games Aspen 2021. We talked about him at the top of the show. He's in for his first attempt. This is Gus Kenworthy out of Telluride, Colorado.
Huge 1080 to the right to start things off. The switch double cork there. Gus keeping his hands at his side. So stylish on these moves. There's the big 1440. Oh, huge slam there. The big spin, the 1440.
Just absorbing that one into the flat there.
Thanks, man.
Oh, a tough break there for Gus Kenworthy. Hopefully he's going to be able to get up, ski away, and be able to continue on. We have X Games Medical tending to him right now at the bottom of the pipe. So it was Blunck Irving sitting in that top spot as we were awaiting Gus's run there. We'll let X Games Medical tend to Gus Kenworthy. While we're doing that, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back and we'll have more from men's ski SuperPipe final live from Buttermilk Mountain.
X Games Aspen is brought to you by Pacifico, brewed for those who carve their own path. Discover responsibly. And Wendy's Breakfast. Try your new breakfast fave in the 2 for $4 today.
Welcome back to the men's ski SuperPipe final. We're 3 skiers deep so far. Blunck Irving sits in that top spot. Our next competitor hails from Reno, Nevada. But first, it's time for our Pacifico Discover More athlete profile. Today, we talk with 4-time X Games Pipe gold medalist, David Wise.
I'm coming in hungry this year for a lot of reasons. One of the things I'm just excited about is that we are having this contest. I mean, it just is a weird year. But the moment I tip in from here and drop into that half pipe, everything goes back to normal and I remember why I love doing what I do. I mean, COVID kind of gave me a gift because I was able to stay home and get as strong as I've ever been. I broke my femur into 3 different pieces. It was a spiral fracture. It was almost as badly as you can break a bone. But this year I'm coming in at absolutely 100%, probably the strongest I've ever been in my life. And, you know, that's a great place to be. The reality is from this point forward, I have nothing left to prove. So I'm just going to keep doing it until I stop enjoying it. And I'm still enjoying it.
That's a seriously gnarly injury. 3 broken places in the femur and a spiral fracture to boot. And to come back from that, 4 gold medals in the history of the discipline. That's the most X Games gold in the history of this event here. He also has a silver from Aspen 2019 and Tignes, France 2013. David Wise has the skills to find himself on the top spot of the podium here, Tom.
Definitely does. He has been a force in the sport for a decade and still doing it at such a high level with double corks like that, and you can tell he's strong. He landed in the bottom of that transition and still able to ride away with it. Just so strong coming out of quarantine. And you can hear him exhale. Oh boy, those were some big double corks, but definitely not the full run he was looking for. As we take a look back, here's the big double cork 1260. So missing that grab right off the bat, and I think that just set him off the rotation a little. He lands low, and then where we're used to seeing him do double corks on the left and right walls of the SuperPipe, he really had to hold on to that one, air it out, but a lot of runs, jam format, so we're going to keep it going.
Out of Calgary, Canada, this is Noah Bowman on course for his first attempt.
With a huge switch double right off the bat, back to back. Oh! Huge down the pipe switch double cork there, and just landing so low and crumbling, but gets right back to his feet. Talk about grit.
That was so awkward to watch. It just, the way he landed, how low he did on the transition, it just slung him backwards. So good on him to absorb that and get up and ski right away. And that looked really, really nasty at real-time speed.
Yeah, switch to switch on both of those double corks. The second of which he's doing a 1260, so a massive switch rotation, 3.5 spins.
Our next competitor is all the way from New Zealand. This is Nico Porteous. He got a bronze medal here in Aspen in 2019. That was his rookie performance, so not a bad way to start off your X Games career. Come as a rookie, walk out of here with some hardware.
Not bad at all.
19 years young, by the way.
And a lot of chatter about this kid. There's rumors he may throw a 1620. That is a massive number. Let's see what he's got for us.
I wasn't told you were going to make me do math out here tonight, Tom.
Hope you brought a calculator. Nico's on course. The 1260 to the right. Oh, and there it is, wrapping up a 16. Double flat spin. So much technicality in that run.
The youngest on the roster here in this event. And there's the Porteous family watching from New Zealand on Zoom. Hi, guys.
Hey.
And if you're wondering, if you're sitting at home and you're watching this, you're like, hey, why aren't they wearing masks? They're in New Zealand. They don't have mask restrictions down there like we do in the States. So glad to see the Porteous family tuning in to watch.
And there it is, the 16. You have to see it in slow-mo just to count all those rotations. There's the alley-oop dub flat. So tons of technicality, a little bit of lacking on the amplitude, and maybe a little bit on that final landing, but wow, we have never seen a 1620 landed like that.
That jumps him up into the #2 position, so your top three early on here. It's Burke Irving still in that top spot. Nico Porteous now finds himself in second. In third place is David Wise as we welcome in Crested Butte, Colorado's Aaron Blunck here in round #1.
Aaron starting it off with a big 1080. There's his signature move, the switch double 900, completely blind, back-to-back double corks. A little bit easier there on just that hit, and gets the 1260 at the end, and a little coping slide to boot. Oh, takes a deep breath. I love that blind switch double he does. Take a look at this thing here. He is not facing down the pipe at all. He has no idea where that landing is as he's flipping. It is incredibly blind, incredibly difficult, and there's the tail grab on that 1260 at the end, a signature for his run.
So an exciting competition shaping up so far here in the first round. Lots of time still to go here in this jam session, but right now let's take a minute to talk with local boy done good, Alex Ferreira.
What's up, everybody? Alex Ferreira here. We are in beautiful Aspen, Colorado at the top of Buttermilk Mountain. Gonna do a little skiing on the way to the top of the pipe. We'll see you there. Being able to ski in Aspen, we're very spoiled here because you can ski park, you can ski pipe, you can go skiing with your friends and family, get some nice groomers, or you can get the steep and deep POW over on Ajax or Highlands. So you really have a plethora of options here, and it's awesome to be around and to be able to ski all kinds of terrain. X Games is obviously different this year. There's no crowds, no supporting fans. I'm obviously from Aspen, Colorado, and that's a big part of my game plan. I like people around, I like my friends and family there. I can feel the love and the energy, but maybe I'm gonna take it in a positive light. Maybe it's just nice to finally relax and just focus on the skiing for once.
Did you notice on the follow cam shots there? That was an iPhone. That whole piece was shot on an iPhone.
Pretty incredible.
I'm gonna have to get an upgrade after this. So we mentioned at the top of the show, he's won this event 2 times in a row and chasing a record here, trying to make it 3 in a row. Like we said earlier, that hasn't been done since the 2006 to 2008 years by Tanner Hall. It's Alex Ferreira.
Starting it off with a 1440, already getting right into the high degrees of technical difficulty. There's a 720 to the left. Here he is, switch double cork. Will we see the signature? Oh, ending it there. I thought he had one more. He's got a huge 1440 to start and the switch double cork at the end. And there's that fan squad that we always see down at the bottom of the SuperPipe.
I'm loving these Zoom parties that everybody's throwing out here.
Here's that top hit. Look at him. Gets the grab, spins all the way around to 1440, 4 full rotations, 2 corks, and here's that switch double cork with the Japan grab. So he's got big double corks in that run, but he still has more left in the tank that he can add to it. But I love that way of starting it off, putting a run down, seeing if you can get high up on that leaderboard and building on that until you finally have that one run that takes it all.
Well, that'll put him into the number 3 spot. So at the end of one round, we've got Blunck, Irving, Nico Porteous, and Alex Ferreira, your 1, 2, 3. Well, there's no fans at X Games this year, but there is plenty to check out in the all-new X Fest. Go to xgames.com and register. You can play games, you can interact with X Games sponsors, you can also enter to win a Polaris 800 Titan Adventure snowmobile. How about that? Did you sign up for that, Tom?
I should.
Want to win a snowmobile out here this weekend? I don't know if we're eligible for that since we're working. That'd be a nice thing, though. You can't make it out here. You can't be part of the party. You can still win some stuff over there at xgames.com. Speaking of winning, we're chasing some gold out here tonight in the men's ski SuperPipe final. It is a jam session. It's the best run that counts, and it's 23-year-old Brendan McKay that takes us back up to the top of the order.
Brendan, we saw right out of the gate, was the first athlete to drop and had a ton of intense technicality. Let's see if he sticks to that game plan. There's the switch alley-oop double. Then the switch double 1080. So much continuing down that path of just extreme difficulty. The left 1260, will he back it up with a right side one? He does. Huge run there for Brendan.
A big finish there. Check out the highest wall that he had, 17.5 feet.
Absolutely ginormous with 4 double cork rotations. That's 8 total flips. There's the 1260 to the left, so reaching back for that tail grab, gets it right there at the end. Judges want to see you holding the grabs as long as possible, as well as doing these high degree of rotation spins. There's the right side double cork with the safety grab, so good variety to show that left and right rotation, which is kind of showing your ability to not only spin both ways, but do a little bit of everything.
Well, that did a lot for his placing. He just jumped from 6th all the way up into 2nd place. So now it's Blunck, Irving, Brendan McKay, and Nico Porteous, your 1, 2, 3. We're not even a third of the way through the time clock yet, so there's lots of skiing still to come. Blunck, Irving on deck right now. Do you know that he was featured on the ESPN Next X show when he was just 10 years old, Tom?
It's as if ESPN knew he was going to be here in that gold place position.
It's a little foreshadowing there when he was only 10 years old.
Blunck is always one to watch. There he is, 2 big double corks right off the start, but catching the lip of the half pipe there. So the margin of error in this SuperPipe, although it is massive, 600 feet long, 22 feet tall, the margin of error is so specific because it is just very tiny. The lip is very, very close that you just have to get your pop just perfect, or you're on the deck like that or in the bottom, and that makes it so tough. Holding his knee there, but looks like he's okay. 2 double corks to start things off, but just gonna need to wait for the next run. Sitting in that first place position already.
Well, bullying has become an epidemic in our country, especially on social media. Shred Hate is helping kids across the country.
And that it's not enough to not be racist. You actually have to be anti-racist, and you have to take a look in the mirror and recognize your privilege and try and use it to amplify their voices and their message and be there in solidarity.
Well, that was Gus Kenworthy talking about the Shred Hate initiative that is helping kids across the country choose kindness and put a stop to bullying. You can find out more about the Shred Hate initiative also at xgames.com. Gus took a nasty slam that first out, and glad to see him back here in the mix for round number 2.
This is incredible to see Gus back out here. He took a horrible slam in run 1 and is just back skiing, doing massive alley-oop flat spins 15 feet out. There he is. That's the trick that gave him trouble. Oh, and just losing the ski slightly. Looks like it came out of the binding, but so much better than that first run. That's a 1440 he's doing there. And in run 1, we saw him pop too much and land in the flat bottom. So the other danger in the SuperPipe is the deck and then also the flat bottom. And here he catches that perfect middle ground, but just a little bit off on the edge there.
I'm happy to see him back in the lineup. I mean, that slam in round number 1 was pretty nasty, so just happy to see him back in the lineup. And there's still lots of time left as we welcome in David Wise, who currently sits in the number 6 spot here.
David starting it off with a big double cork, way better on the grab there, holding it for the full rotation. There's the switch double as well. Will we see one more? To the right, double cork 1260, hands in the pockets. Love the camo gear. He loves hunting, so he's going all camo.
That's so Reno. That is Washoe County all the way right there. I love it, David.
Beautiful switch double cork 1080, and here's his unnatural direction. So the hard way for him to do the double cork, sort of missing the grab at the start, you could tell, and then reaching down, getting it at the end, but able to put 3 double corks into that run, where in years past we have seen 4 of them.
I love you guys.
David giving a shout out to the kids back home watching Reno, Nevada. So just under 20 minutes to go here. Noah Bowman on course.
One of the most stylish SuperPipe riders you'll ever watch. I love that drop in. Oh, just a little error there. So I love the way he comes into the half pipe though, sliding the edge of that coping. So much style and control. And he's got those 2 switch double cork variations to start the run off. And just where we saw him go down in the first run, he just has a bit of a bobble. It's not a crash, but it's a limiting factor. You don't want to do the rest of the run when you know it's only your one best run that's really going to add up, and he wants some medals.
Well, we've got a 3rd member of our team. He's down there in the field. It's DC. Let's check in with him right now. DC, how you doing?
Yeah, Jimmy, doing great. Up here at the top of the pipe, actually. And yeah, just talking to Nico after that last run. I was like, yeah, nice work on that 16. And he was just like, oh, you wait, you wait. So I think the Kiwis got something in store for us coming up here soon.
Nice work on the Kiwi accent there, DC. I wonder if the Porteous family, I wonder what their grading of that is on their little watch party on Zoom. By the way, the top 3 right now, Burke Irving, Brendan McKay, and Nico Porteous, it's the young guns, the 3 youngest riders in the field. Burke's 21, Brendan's 23, and Nico, the youngest in the field, at 19. He's looking at a bronze medal spot right now, dropping in switch on this run.
Nico starting things off with a big switch right side 9. I did hear rumor that he has a opposite direction 16, and there it is, a 1620 to the right. Oh my God, back-to-back 1620s. I have no absolute idea in the world how he landed those. The family back home going nuts. 1620s, count them. It is hard to tabulate. I need my calculator. Look at this. To the right with the wrapped up 1620. Then he barely gets this landing. He puts his butt down a little bit and somehow is able to manage into the next wall. Looking for the mute grab, so maybe a bit lacking on the grab, but the technical difficulty is unprecedented. That is a combination that has never, count it, never been done in the history of skiing.
So that'll keep him in third place for right now. Right now, it's time to find out what Aaron Blunck's buddies think about him in our peer review.
Aaron Blunck's kind of a machine. He definitely goes for it. He's always looking for different ways to be pushing the game, and it's fun to watch.
He's a maniac. He's so strong, and he just loves to send it.
I think Aaron's determination to win is what gets him on the podium.
When I'm about to drop in, nothing's going through my head except for just 100% go.
Well, he landed on the podium at 4 out of 5 World Cups in 2020, including wins at Copper and Mammoth, before earning the year-end title for halfpipe. Aaron Blunck out of Crested Butte finds himself down there right now at the bottom of the pack. He's currently sitting in 7th place. However, remember, as we roll through this, we're looking for the best run out here tonight. So with 15 minutes and some change on the clock, this is still very much up for grabs.
Aaron's such a tough competitor, and here's that move we talked about, the switch to switch double flat spin. Goes switch double cork the other direction, upping the ante already with an additional double into his final hit. Loses a pole, but sticks the landing. I don't think I've seen that happen often. Losing the pole because he was so intent on capturing that grab as good as possible. There's that 1080 switch, gets the grab, Japan on that one, and here he added a new additional double cork. But let's look at the bottom air where he's getting the tail grab so good, he legitimately flings his pole into the crowd. There's no crowd this year, so he felt safe to leave the pole behind on that one.
There was no risk of that thing disappearing. He's like, you know what, I don't need this right now. I'll come back and get this in a second. The grab's more important. And that puts Aaron Blunck in the top spot. Aaron Blunck, Burke Irving, and Brendan McKay now. You're 1, 2, 3, but hold on. Here comes your 2-time defending gold medalist, Alex Ferreira.
Oh, the 1440 to start is effortless. It looks like he's not even trying. There's another double cork into the run, the double flat spin. And an additional the 1080.
Thought he was going to hang on and hold on to that one through the flat, but no, he goes down.
17 feet on that one. That was ginormous. Gives the thumbs up. That's great to see. Alex puts that first run down, and he left some technical difficulty out there. He had more tricks, and this run he came out swinging for the fences. There's the safety grab, so had to double up on the knee grab there to get it around, and then just ends up a little tail heavy. So when your weight, I cannot stress it enough, the landings in the SuperPipe are so pinpoint. If your weight is off, if your trajectory, if your pop, if your angle of entry, anything, any minute details off, you're gonna have a slam like that.
So that'll leave your 2-time defending gold medalist in the number 6 position as of right now. Still plenty of time left on that jam session clock. As we stand right now, it's Aaron Blunck sitting in that top spot, followed by Burke Irving and Brendan McKay. We've still got plenty more to come. We'll have more for men's ski SuperPipe final when we come back to Aspen. Was today's Real Cost Daily Backfire. Was that a little slip up in the lip there with the pole from last year's gold medal performance?
Yeah, that'll happen. If you're celebrating with that old school mogul inspired pole spinning, you're gonna catch yourself in the jaw every once in a while, I guess.
Hey, you know what? You got to have a good time with it. A gold medal will take the sting out of that, getting smacked in the lip with a pole. But here in 2021, we're taking a look at our standings as of right now. It's Aaron Blunck sitting in that top spot, followed by Blunck Irving, and a gentleman who got in here as an alternate today, Brendan McKay, sits in that number 3 position. However, this is far from over. There is still plenty of time on this jam session clock. What you're looking for out here tonight, the judges want to see your best run. Last year it was overall impression. This time around, they're looking for your best run. So back up to the top of the order. This is the 3rd round. He's currently sitting in a bronze medal position if it holds up. This is Brendan McKay out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
He came out swinging and hasn't stopped. Absolutely going huge, tallying up multiple double cork variations in these runs, including those 2 big switch double corks and another pole. So many ski pole issues tonight. He drops that one, but unlike Aaron, who's in that top spot with that run where he lost his pole, Brendan losing it at the beginning of his run, so probably throwing him off, not going to be able to do those big tricks that he had planned for the rest of the run.
Blunck Irving sits in the number 2 position. Got 3rd place in February of last year at the World Cup in Calgary. Pretty much the last SuperPipe event that's been contested.
Big
prior to this event.
Switch double cork to start off. And another, so 3 in a row, huge 1440 with that one. He is going all out in this run. One more hit, the big down the pipe double flat spin. No, another, milking it. So many double corks. Wow.
Squeaking that one in at the end of the run. What a finish there for Blunck Irving.
Just fitting that last one in with the last feet of that 600-foot SuperPipe. Look up top. This is the huge rotation, the biggest spin in the run. Gets the 1440, locks in the grab. There are so many double variations in this run. Here he's spinning down the pipe, doing that sort of flat spin style double. And here, managing that last alley-oop double 7. I did not even see that coming.
And it changes the lead again. He overtakes Aaron Blunck, so Blunck Irving finds himself back at the top of the leaderboard here with just under 12.5 minutes left to go here in the men's ski SuperPipe final. Nicely done, Blunck. Gus Kenworthy coming your way. Had a rough outing those first 2 runs. Again, remember, it's the best run that counts here tonight.
Yeah, a lot of time left. It's the 1440 in this run that's been giving him trouble. There's the switch double. Oh, going alley-oop double flat spin, so changing up the run slightly. We still see the 1440 and just, again, not quite able to set that trick down. Legs are a little bit squirrely. He added the double flat spin in and just seems a bit frustrated. I know he was hoping to have a run down so he could continue to build on it, but just not able to get that 1440 out of the way.
You can see the frustration on his face. He's going to have to get that done in the next round, hopefully. David Wise currently sitting 2 spots out of the podium as of right now in the number 5 position.
Big 1260. Here's the right side 1080. And the switch double. Will he end it with the right side double? Oh, he does. So the same run we saw in run number 2, but hoping to clean up the grabs. Definitely some deductions from the judges in that run when he just
feels good to be
having fun skiing, I think. Here's that bottom hit where we saw, again, just a little bit off, but then right at the end there, locks it in. So in run number 2, he was grabbing his boot, not his ski. And it's those minute differences that make it what it is. So the judges are definitely going to like that more. Is it enough to move up into that top 3?
Brendan McKay sits in that number 3 position as of right now. Aaron Blunck in second and Blunck Irving. Well, I can't wait to see Shaun White back in the SuperPipe here at X Games. That'll take place Sunday night. It's at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, so make sure you're tuned in for that one. That is a must-see event out here at X Games Aspen 2021. As we welcome back in Noah Bowman. We're working our way towards the 10-minute mark.
switch double corks back to back at the start. So really getting this full run flowing where he had trouble at the top. He's finally getting down to the bottom. And again, a little bit of a snow snake, we call it, when your ski catches a little bit of like fresh snow or something in the middle. And he finally got through that top section, but just not able to put together a full pull. Here it is at the bottom, the right side spin, the right side 9 going to 10, and then just a little squirrely on one of these and just not able to really ride it out the way you wanted. You hear him, one more, and that's what we love about this format. It's jam style, so a lot of runs, but the one run mattering makes it so that everybody has a chance all the way through the event.
Yeah, I love that, because even if you're having a tough night, especially like what we've seen out of Gus Kenworthy tonight, you're down, but you're not out. Everyone has a chance all down to that last round. I am all about the best run format. Nico Porteous, he was in the top 3. He now sits one spot outside. He is in that number 4 position.
This kid has been coming out swinging, literally spinning to win like a top. We might see 2 1620s. Count it, there's 1. Will we see back-to-back 1620s? He does! Alley-oop double to follow it up. So much technicality. He is fired up.
Did you hear that reaction? Without any fans here, it's still super loud down there. Not just from Nico, but from the other athletes down there in the corral.
Wow, huge run there. Let's take a look at these. I need to see it in slow-mo just to count. Reaching for the mute grab, wrapping up 1620. This, he is doing a left and right version of this, and each one by itself would be the most technically difficult and biggest rotation of the night, and he's doing both ways. That is insane. If I were to dock anything, he's only got 5 hits.
Oh, and it puts him on the top of the leaderboard. That is a huge run right there, and that's definitely got the Porteous family all fired up. All that screaming and yelling, they're liable to crash the Zoom servers out here tonight with that good time they're having there. Wow, what a run. It's Porteous, Irving, and Blunck 1, 2, 3. Brendan McKay now slides down to that number 4 position.
Whew. Incredible.
We still have 7.5 minutes to go.
I don't know if I can handle it anymore. My heart is racing. That was exhilarating. There, Aaron going huge as well, looking to bring that one around. So Aaron did an amazing run, bumped up into first, but now that Nico and Burke overtook, he's looking to up the ante even more by starting off with that huge rotation of his own, changing that whole run up to try to bring it even more ridiculous.
Everyone's building off of that energy and they're just stepping it up from round to round. Oh, I feel like I just had 10 coffees. My heart's beating a mile a minute over here.
Very surprised Alex Ferreira hasn't put one down yet that he's really proud of. I mean, there's been a full run, but he's the guy, he's Mr. Consistent. In the overall format last year, he landed everything. I swear he couldn't do wrong, and he's having trouble linking up the full run the way he wants. 1440 off the start. Huge way to start it off.
Slams a little backseat on that one.
Just a little off. I mean, the 1440 is perfect, but again, just hasn't quite brought the full run together yet.
Well, a couple of big lead changes here in round number 3. It's the New Zealander Nico Porteous who finds himself on the top of the standings. We've got a little bit of time left. It's the conclusion of men's ski SuperPipe final when we come back.
Musco Lighting. We make it happen.
Welcome back to Buttermilk Mountain. We have completed 3 rounds here in the Ski SuperPipe men's final. A big shift in the lead change. In that last round, Nico Porteous finds himself at the top of the standings with 2 huge hits in that run, Tom.
Massive 1620s back-to-back. One of the most progressive technical runs we've ever seen. Leaping, catapulting up into that top place.
He was your bronze medalist in 2020 here at SuperPipe, or excuse me, your bronze medalist in SuperPipe for 2020 coming up next to start us here in round number 4. Brendan McKay. Remember, this is a jam session. It is the best run that counts. No scores will be populated on that leaderboard. The judges are keeping tabs there in the scoring booth. You'll see the names shift around, but it's not about overall performance out here tonight. Keep in mind, it is the best run that counts. Brendan McKay was in the top 3, currently sits in that number 4 position right now.
Been skiing great all night, so just looking to put together another solid run with perhaps a bit more amplitude or changing up the trick selection just a bit to add some flavor, some technical difficulty to get back up into that podium place. There is a great 1260 with the tail grab. And another really solid run there from Brendan. The 1260 was a definite improvement. The grab was held the entire rotation.
So it's Porteous, Irving, and Blunck, your 1, 2, 3 right now. Take a look at some highlights here from Brendan McKay's round 4 run.
Great 1260 to the right there. So he has those 2 left and right 1260s. Great grabs, but again, 1260s. We saw Nico do 1620s.
Well, he's competed in SuperPipe at X Games 4 times, and he has 3 top 5 finishes. He's got a 4th from Aspen 2017, and 5th in Aspen 2019 and 2020. He has never made it on the podium. He sits in a silver medal position tonight. Could tonight be the night, Tom Wallish?
It could be. It's tough to say. I mean, he's got all the firepower. He just needs to put it all together in another amazing run. Oh, jinxed him off the bat, just off of his line. Still, that run we saw previously that catapulted him up into 2nd now, which was originally 1st at the time, was incredible. One of the best runs I think I've ever seen him do. So some great skiing tonight from Burke, and he's just having fun making it through the pipe, making it look easy.
Well, tomorrow, X Games live action on the slopestyle and big air courses continue from Aspen on ABC at 1 Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Then at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific on ESPN, we will wrap up the night on the SuperPipe and more big air. All of our X Games coverage is also streaming live on the ESPN app. Taking a look at Gus Kenworthy here at the top of the pipe, a gentleman who has had a rough outing here. Can he put one down here with just under 4 minutes left to go in the jam session?
Gus has had some trouble tonight, but that doesn't mean he can't pull it all together here. Switch double cork. Here's the double flat spin, and then here's the trick that's been giving him a lot of trouble. 1440, he gets it. Switch right side 900, a full run for Gus Kenworthy.
He's struggled those first 3 outings, so the weight of the world has just been lifted off of Gus Kenworthy's shoulders right now.
He had a massive slam on that 1440 in run number 1, was able to get back up, dazed and confused, and comes out and stomps it here after a couple more tries. Right there. Gets the 1440, ends with the switch right side 900.
Hi, Adam. Hi, Mom.
Where's it gonna put him?
As we mentioned at the top of the show, 31 career X Games starts here tonight by participating here in the Ski SuperPipe men final. Gus into 6th place with that run there. We welcome back in David Weiss. David's been hanging out in that number 5 position for most of the night here.
Yeah, consistently there. He's got some additional tricks, especially on this first hit. And there it is. He ups the ante, going That is his hardest double cork variation that I haven't seen him do a lot lately. It is the additional one that enables him to do double corks in all 4 directions, and that's definitely the most challenging. So he's kind of been holding on to it, saving it for the end, and just not quite able to hold on to it there.
Thank you guys for watching. I really wanted that one.
We wanted it for you, David.
Yes, we did. 12 prior X Games appearances. He has 4 SuperPipe golds and 2 silvers. Tough break for him there. This is Noah Bowman back on course.
Smooth and stylish.
Oh!
Noah just skiing really well all night, but just not quite able to get those switch hits the way he wanted. He really wanted to do some really technical switch maneuvers at the top, and he could never quite get through it in his style. And if you're not on point, and you're not consistent into the next wall, you don't want to push it and try some double cork and land off. So playing it safe there.
This is about to get real interesting. We are down to the 1 minute mark. We have 3 skiers left to go, so this is presumably it. This next gentleman sits in that #1 position. This is Nico Porteous from New Zealand. He jumped to that top spot in round number 3. After him, you've got Aaron Blunck and Alex Ferreira. Now, Aaron Blunk's on the podium right now, sitting in a bronze spot. So of those 3, Alex Ferreira, your 2-time defending gold medalist, the only one on the outside looking in right now. So how about a finish right now?
This is coming down to the wire. And Nico, the best run he's ever probably done, he laid down in run number 3. What's he gonna do here in run 4? Switch right side into the switch double cork. Will we see another 16? We do. Oh. So continuing to try to up it. He probably wanted to add an additional rotation to the end of that run or something more amplitude, always trying to push the limits. But man, I mean, sitting in first with only 2 athletes to go, he's guaranteed a podium place, and sitting in first, I mean, pressure's off.
Yeah, he's walking out here with a medal. In 2 prior appearances, he got a bronze in SuperPipe in 2019 here. He was 1 spot out last year. He had to settle for 4th, so he's definitely hoping to trade up for gold tonight. However, there are 2 more skiers left that are in the way of that potential gold medal. Aaron Blunck on course, currently sitting in a bronze position. And remember, Aaron held the lead for a brief moment here in this competition as well.
And he starts off with a 1440. Huge run, holding on to that one.
That was such a crazy save.
I don't know how he's holding on to this. He is swinging for the fences, double corks, the whole run, finishing with a 1260. That was absurd.
How did he save that in the middle of the run? How?
He almost,
Explain that to me.
almost fell at least 2 or 3 times and refused to quit. He was down and out after a crash this summer, and he comes to Aspen and refuses to quit. There's the switch, double, switch to switch, almost goes back, but he's able to hold on to it into the next switch double cork. If anything, those slight bobbles on the landing really slowed down his speed, so his amplitude isn't quite as high, but he added a 1440 to the top of his run. So many more spins. Wow.
That was just, oh, and that jumps him ahead into 2nd place, so he overtakes Burke Irving. So now Aaron Blunck is assured a spot on the podium, and Burke Irving is on that podium bubble. The reason why we're down to our final skier, and he's the last man on the outside looking in. He comes into this, your 2-time defending gold medalist. It's the best run that counts. Can he make history here tonight, Tom Wallish?
Alex Ferreira, one last shot. Huge 1440 to start things off. Switch 720 there. Another big double cork working his way down the run. Oh, there's the huge 1440 the other direction.
One more hit.
Switch double.
No.
Oh. The family at home celebrating. That was an incredible run. Just a little bit of a bad back slap on that final hit, unfortunately.
He's been on the podium the last 6 out of 7 X Games SuperPipe competitions. He came into this run down in 7th place.
Always looking to impress the crowd, even if they're at home watching. And here's that bottom hit. The switch double cork, has to let go of the grab, unable to get the full rotation around, and then just to the back, sort of a slug style landing, and unable to ride that one out clean, unfortunately.
Well, he was in 7th pre-run. What's it going to be? Again, it's Porteous, Blunck, Irving, your 1, 2, 3. As we await the final ranking here for Alex Ferreira, but what a night here in Ski SuperPipe Men Final.
Yeah, sweet.
And there you go, Nico Porteous is going to walk out of here with the gold medal. You can almost hear the Porteous family screaming on Zoom right now. Aaron Blunck walking out of here with the silver, and Burke Irving is going to take home the bronze. What a night for Nico Porteous, Tom.
Absolutely incredible. 2 of the most technically difficult, biggest rotations we have ever seen in SuperPipe history, and he does them back to back. Incredible performance from the Kiwi. Here's the 1620. Look at that spin. Absolute dizzying. Just an incredible night for him. Double corks every direction and the gold medal.
And right now, let's send it to DC with our winner.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Kiwi does it. He had a bronze medal already in his bag, but tonight, locking down your first ever gold medal, Nico Porteous. Tell me, what does this moment mean to you?
I'm kind of lost for words right now. I had one goal this week, and that was to do back-to-back 16s, and I'd been working on that for the past year, and it'd been in my mind for the past year and a half ever since I learnt the left one, and so it was. I'm actually really lost for words right now. I guess all I can say is everyone killed it, and I seriously think that was one of the most amazing pipe comps that's ever been done. That was incredible, and super special to be a part of it.
Well, you achieved your goal and then some. Congratulations, your 2021 X Games Aspen Men's Ski SuperPipe gold medalist.
Cheers, thank you.
And what a finish. Burke Irving hangs on for that bronze medal. Aaron Blunck walks out of here.
We celebrate tonight, baby.
And Nico Porteous, the first skier from New Zealand to win SuperPipe gold. We are far from finished out here tonight. Stick around. When we come back, we've got the Wendy's Snowboard Knuckle Huck coming up from Buttermilk Mountain in Aspen.
X Games Aspen is brought to you by Jeep. There's only one. And the real cost. A message from the FDA.